I was like, what were you doing with my drapes? The drapes that were hanging in the apartment. I never got the answer to that. Hi, this is Carrie from Sky Properties, and today we're going to talk about licensed vendors versus unlicensed vendors. The first thing I would say about an unlicensed vendor is already you're behind the 8 ball because an unlicensed vendor doesn't have insurance. And if you're using a vendor that doesn't have insurance, that is a huge liability for your client if you're a management company. And if you're an owner, you don't want to have that kind of liability. You want someone that is licensed and insured and can do the job and do it properly. Someone unlicensed can simply just disappear and you don't know who they are. You don't have their insurance. You may not even have the right identity for that vendor. I think with an unlicensed vendor, it's very hard to hold them responsible because what care do they have? They probably, a lot of times those vendors get paid cash and they're in and out, and it's fine if they're painting something and you know they paint well, but if they're doing plumbing work and they screw something up, it could be extremely costly. You definitely don't want an unlicensed, uninsured vendor cleaning your pool, for example, because what if they put too much chlorine in or not enough and someone gets really sick or really hurt? That is a big deal. I had a Airbnb up in the mountains, and I had a tenant claim that the chemicals were so strong that her child was burned by the chemicals. As it turned out, the vendor was there the day before and had taken a picture of his test strip after he'd finished with the spa. After sending her that picture, her claim was taken away. So that's where cameras could come in handy. In this particular case, it was a regular camera, but that's a pretty good example of where a camera could come in handy and where your vendor was super responsible and did the right thing. So I would say you want to avoid unlicensed and uninsured vendors at all costs.